teensy bit totally crazy, spooked out, cat-eyed, paranoid, always looking over their shoulders, skittish, often staring down long hallways at nothing, frequently gazing out windows at nothing, jumping off couches and benches and tables and mantelpieces when they hear the slightest poof of a noise. Well, scaredy cats are why they do that. I am why they do that. To be as clear as I can, I am a shadowy presence that only cats can see. I'm not exactly a ghost, but that's a good way to think about me. Especially if you don't think very well. I'm scarier than any human ghost, though, because as I'm sure you know, cats are far superior to humans in every way. My job, my duty, nay, my calling, is to make sure that the cats in my realm act more cattish than any other cats on this planet or any other. My mission, should I choose to accept it, and I have, is to maintain the proper cat order, the catus quo, to resist any and all change to our cattiness or catitude. Cats are proud, cats are stubborn, cats are finicky, and I plan to keep it that way, especially in my domain. And that is precisely the way life was on Strawberry Lane, until Poop and Pasha arrived on my cul-de-sac. Haven't you looked it up yet? I told you to look it up paragraphs ago. Here's what happened. And I should warn you, this is not a happy story. This, dear hearts, is a ghost story. Chapter 1. Poop. That's a pretty good picture of me. I really am that gorgeous. You should have seen my kitten pictures. Adorable. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Poop, formerly of London, currently residing in Fairview, USA. And yes, I used to have an, issue. I'm all better now. Thanks for asking. Besides, I love my name. It makes human beings say, "Time to scoop Poop's poop." Anyway, 6 months after moving from London to the United States, I could tell that things weren't really working out for me in my first home. Don't get me wrong, the place was comfy. Plenty of food, a nice fluffy bed, lots of toys, some filled with catnip. A jumbo-sized litter box, and 15 different rooms for me to romp around in. There were also window shades with strings attached. Oh, love me some string to tug. But I like to sleep in front of the TV. I couldn't help it. TVs are warm. The people inside them are often highly entertaining. So I just curl up in a ball and snooze, snuggled up against that cosy, toasty screen. I didn't know I was blocking the bottom part of the picture, or that bottom part of the picture was so earth-shatteringly important to the man's enjoyment of sporting events. "I can't see if the putt made it into the cup," he'd shout. "The cat's butt's blocking half the green." When he said that, I rolled over in classic belly rub position. No belly rub was forthcoming. "Her belly's more bloated than her butt," the man growled at the woman. "This lazy cat cost us 400 pounds. Now she almost weighs that much." Pounds are what people in England, where I was born, use for money. I believe, if what I read in the business section of the newspaper I peed on this morning, the litter box was so far away, is correct, 400 British pounds equals about 500 American dollars. Why so much? Well, first of all, you saw my picture, right? I am so worth it. Second, the woman insisted.